Hi and welcome to your first trimester active practice with me. My name is Tash. Now if you haven't already, go ahead and find yourself a cushion or a pillow to sit on. You might also want a blanket. If you do have a block, you can grab your block as well. Not necessary for this class, but handy to have nonetheless. And I also do have a bolster. Particularly handy if you're in your second or third trimester and still practicing this class, but not necessary, just a nice option to have. So once you have your cushion or pillow underneath your sit bones, I'll invite you to find a comfortable seat, and that might be legs crossed, it could be with your legs straight out, or you could sit back on your heels, whatever feels best for you. And then just gently go ahead and close the eyes. And we're just going to draw ourselves up into a nice, alert but relaxed posture in our seat. So go ahead and shift the weight back into the sit bones, feel the weight there, and then lengthen through the spine, all the way from the tailbone or the sit bones, all the way up to the back of the neck. So as the spine lengthens, the back of the neck lengthens as well. You might even roll your shoulders up and then draw them down the back, feeling the back of the neck lengthen a little bit more. And your chin just might naturally tuck in just a little bit. So the crown of the head is parallel to the sky. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Feeling the features of the face relax, the muscles around the eyes, mouth, the jaw. And place your hands over your belly. I'd like to invite you to begin to breathe into the belly. So as you inhale, you could imagine that you're filling a balloon that sits inside the stomach, the belly. And then you just exhale that breath fully. Both breaths, in and out of the nostrils. And while your awareness is on your breath, breathing into the belly, also knowing that at the same time you're just breathing in some love to little one. Sending that breath down into little ones. I knew that in the first trimester, for me personally, I had this excited yet nervous feeling, and a lot of the time kind of swapped anxiety with calm and then calm with anxiety. Hormones racing around, feeling tired, emotional, happy, excited, all these different things. So it's just a really nice practice, this breathing into the belly. Just to help calm everything down. Beginning to create that connection and bond with little one as you breathe the breath down into their space. Taking one more breath here. Give yourself and little one a little smile. Maybe a little rub of the belly. And go ahead and gently blink open the eyes. Alright, bring your hands either side of your hips, maybe come up onto fingertips. Take an inhale, sweep the left arm up, and as you exhale, bend the right elbow and reach over towards the right. So maybe we curl through the upper back, maybe we lift the chest or the heart towards the sky. You just do whatever feels good for you, breathing in and out of the nostrils, and then we just kind of float from side to side, just looking for something that feels nice. Being aware of how the body is feeling as we stretch. Taking it easy. And continuing to breathe big into the belly. Breathing into the belly to help calm and soothe, but also to send some love to your little one. We'll go one more each side. And you've finished the last side, just gently floating back up to center. And we'll come up onto our hands and knees. You might just want to pop your cushion over to the side. We're coming into our cat-cow stretches. So shoulders over top of wrists, hips over top of knees. On your inhale, go ahead and begin to curl the tailbone up, dip the belly, and then crown of the head curls up too. As you exhale, you curl the tailbone under, roll through the spine as you arch through the upper back, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale. This is called cow pose. Exhale. Arching through the back, press the mat away just gently. This is called cat pose. Let's do 3 more rounds. Inhale, dip the belly. Exhale, rolling through into your cat. One more round. Beautiful. Come back into a neutral tabletop. Bring the toes together, widen the space between the knees. Bring the sit bones back towards the heels, walk the hands out. And then rest the forehead down on the floor. Now, if your sit bones don't easily come back towards the heels, you can keep your hips lifted so that the hips stay stacked over top of the knees. And then you can use your fists, stacked one on top of the other, to rest your head on. Just make sure that whatever your child's pose looks like today, that the forehead is resting either on the floor or on stacked fists. 3 more breaths here. Big breaths into the belly. Go ahead and make your way back up into tabletop. We are preparing to lift into our downward facing dog. If downward facing dog does not feel nice for you at the moment, especially with nausea or just anything that you're feeling in your first trimester or your second or third, if you're doing this during those trimesters, just don't do it. You can rest in child's pose, you could stay in your tabletop, or you could come up to standing, because that's where we're making our way up to anyway. If you do want to come into downward facing dog, spread the fingers nice and wide. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Take an inhale, lift the hips up. So your hands are at least a shoulder width apart and your feet are at least a hip width apart. You've got the knees bent slightly so that you can lift the hips, press the sit bones back behind you. And ground down through the hands so your fingers are pressing into the floor. 3 more breaths here. Big breath into belly. Inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Last breath in. Go ahead and look forward. Tiptoe up to the top of your mat.
Let's have the feet a hip width apart so we've got lots of space. Bend the knees generously if you need to and just let the torso hang. Once again, if this doesn't feel nice for you in any of your trimesters while you're practicing, then just come straight up to standing. On your next inhale, I'd like you to bring your hands to your shins. Take an inhale to a halfway lift. So we've got a nice flat back. We're pressing the sit bones back, pressing the chest forward slightly, rolling the shoulders down away from the ears and lengthening the back of the neck. Take another inhale. Exhale fully. As you exhale, just letting yourself come back into your forward fold. On your next inhale, bend the knees, ground down through the feet. Take a big inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just relax the arms down alongside you for a moment. Close the eyes. Breathe into the belly. Go ahead and open the eyes. We're going to come into 3 rounds of sun salutations. We're going to go through 3 rounds of sun salutations. Now these are slightly modified sun salutations than what you'd find in normal yoga classes, and that we're not doing cobra pose, but we're doing a modification so that you can do this class if you wish in the 2nd and 3rd trimester as well as the 1st trimester as well. So start with the feet a hip width apart, lengthen the tailbone down, stand nice and tall. Bring the hands to heart center and lightly press the thumbs against your chest. Take a nice deep full breath in. Exhale the breath out. Next, inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Gaze can follow the fingertips. If this makes you dizzy, then just look straight ahead, no problem. As you exhale, bend the knees, forward fold, nice flat back if you can. On your inhale, come into your halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, gently bring the hands to the floor and step back onto your hands and knees. So I'm giving you the option to come into plank pose here. Begin with your shoulders directly over top of your wrists, extending the legs one at a time. If you do not want to come into plank pose, you can stay on your hands and knees, or you could come into child's pose as more of a resting pose. If you are in your plank pose, lengthen your tailbone down, press the mat away, slight doming through the upper back. One more breath here. And then slowly exhale the knees down. Nice work. All right, keep the shoulders directly over top of the wrists. We're going to do little half press-ups. I find that it makes it a little bit easier to cross the ankles. On your inhale, you're going to bend the elbows, slide them back, not out. And as you exhale, push back up. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here we are going to move through 3 rounds of cat-cow. So as we inhale, we dip the belly. And as we exhale, we roll like a wave, curling through the upper back. Inhale, dip the belly. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Take a big inhale up to down dog. Again, if you don't want to do your down dog, then child's pose is just as good. One more breath here. Go ahead and look forward. Tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale. Big inhale, bend the knees. Come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice work. Take a breath in. Exhale the breath out. Next, inhale, arms come up, gaze can follow if it doesn't make you feel dizzy or nauseous. Exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to bring hands to the floor. Come on to hands and knees. Shoulders directly over top of wrists. Extend the legs one at a time. Lengthen the tailbone down, press the mat away, round through the upper back. One more breath here. Gently lower the knees, coming into our 3 little half push-ups here, so cross the ankles if you wish. Inhale, slide the elbows back. Exhale, press back up, power in the palms of your hands. Inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Nice work, 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, exhale, rounding through the back. As you go through your cat-cow, see if you can really make sure that the movement begins from the tailbone and then rolls like a wave to the upper back, crown of the head. Once you finish your 3rd round of cat-cow, we're going to tuck the toes, lift into down dog or child's pose. Wherever you are, either or. Breathing big for 3 breaths. Nice work. Look forward. Tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big inhale sweeps you all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale fully. Last round. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees, but keep the back nice and flat if you can. Inhale, up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands and knees first, and then coming into plank pose if you wish. Keep the belly firm. Don't want to squeeze the belly, but just keep it firm. One more breath here. Gently lower the knees. 3 of our half push-ups. When you're ready, inhale, slide the elbows back. Exhale, push up. 2 more times. Nice work. Cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog or child's pose, you choose. 3 breaths wherever you are, big breaths in and out. If you are in your down dog, keep your knees a little bent, press your bones back, lift your hips. Press down through the fingers. Looking forward, stepping up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice work. Bring your hands down alongside you. Close the eyes. And just breathe for a moment. Keep breathing into the belly. Go ahead and open your eyes. Now before we come down for our Shavasana and our meditation, I'm going to take you through tree pose, which is a really nice balancing pose. So I'm going to invite you to bring your toes together, have a little space between your heels, and just rock the weight backwards and forwards so that it feels nice and even through the feet. Bring your hands together, your palms together, lightly press your thumbs against your chest or your heart space. Shift the weight into the left foot, and then when you feel ready, either bring your foot to a little kickstand at the ankle. You could slide it to the inner calf, or you could bring it up into the inner thigh. All right, so anywhere but over the knee along the inside of the leg. And once you've found your version of tree pose, finding a dristi or a point of focus. If you'd like to add in the arms and bring the arms up overhead, you're more than welcome. You might find now that you're pregnant that your sense of balance has changed slightly. I know that mine has. I'm definitely a little bit more wobbly than I was previously. But that's totally fine. That's kind of how life's going to be from now on, right? We just have to learn to kind of wobble through or sway through, I guess you would say. Our balancing poses aren't so much about being still, just learning how to find center. Couple more breaths on this side. Bring the hands back to heart center first. Release the foot down. And then we'll do the other side. So bring the toes together, a little bit of space between the heels. If you're feeling very wobbly on the other side, then you might find this side's easier or a little bit more challenging. We often find one side easier than the other, so just being aware of that. Find a spot on the floor or straight ahead that you can stare at or focus on, your dristi. Shift the weight into the right foot and bring your left foot into your version of tree pose on this side. So a little kickstand, maybe slide the foot up to the inner calf or the inner thigh. Adding in the arms if you wish. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Remember, it's all about finding center. Couple more breaths here. Bring your hands back to heart center first. Release the foot. Shake out the hands, maybe walk out the feet, and then go ahead and make your way down to the floor. And we're just going to do a couple of little stretches before we come into our Shavasana and then our meditation. So maybe sitting back on your cushion or pillow like I have. Find your comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders. And we'll just do a couple of rounds as we did at the start of that kind of side to side, stretching through the side body. Just once more, each side. Keep on breathing big into the belly. Nice full belly breaths in, full exhales out. Alright, bring your hands out in front, interlace the fingers. Take a big inhale, curl through the upper back, bring your chin to your chest. And then just breathe big here for a couple of breaths. Next inhale, lift the chin up. Release the hands out behind you. Come up onto your fingertips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take an inhale, lift the chest up. And then just pause here for a couple of breaths.
Keep on breathing into the belly. And straighten up through the spine. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, just a really gentle twist to the right. Bring your left hand to right knee, right hand out behind you. Your gaze is just looking down towards your right thigh or right hip. Easy drift back to center. Inhale up. Exhale, twisting to the left. We only do very gentle twists with little one in our belly just to give the spine some love, but no deep twists. And come back to center. Nice work. Now we are coming into our Shavasana for a few minutes. I am in my second, almost third trimester, so I'm not going to lie on my back. If you are still in your first trimester, you're more than welcome to come onto your back. You might just place something underneath the knees for support. If you are doing this class and you are in your second or third trimester, then I'm placing a folded blanket between my knees and also something underneath my head for support, and lying down on my left side. So you come into a Shavasana that suits you. On your back or on your side, you can place hands or a hand on belly around little one if you like. Letting yourself just relax for a few moments. Nice, easy, spontaneous breath now. Allowing all the heavy parts of the body to relax. Begin to deepen your breath and draw the breath into the belly, blowing it up like a balloon. Slowly releasing the exhale. If you are on your back, just stretching through fingers and toes, turning over onto your side, and then gently pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat. Keep the eyes closed, sitting up nice and tall. Just focusing on breathing. Breathing into little one, breathing into the belly. Bring your hands to cover belly once again. Drawing the breath in, filling the belly, feeling it rise, filling up little one's space, little one's home. Exhaling fully. Keep going, just breathing to your own rhythm. Every breath filling the belly, sending some love into little one's space. Just beginning that connection, that bond between your heart and your little one's heart. As you continue to breathe and send your breath and your love to little one, just allowing a small smile to appear on your face. Letting your hands just gently fold in your lap. Continuing to breathe into your belly. Bringing your hands, your palms together, lightly pressing your thumbs against your chest and bringing your chin down to your chest. Giving yourself a little smile for your practice today. Offering gratitude to your body for its wisdom and its ability to grow your little one. Sending some love from your heart down into your belly, into little one's space. Taking a nice deep full breath in. Exhale fully. Namaste. Well done.